I don't have an intro right now, so I'm just gonna do this. It works, I guess. I don't know. Enjoy the video. How's it going, guys? It's Tag. We're back for episode 24, which is my absolute all-time favorite number because my birthday is actually on August 24th, and also 24 is just a good number. There's a lot of factors that can go into it. It's just a nice number. But I'm already getting off topic. Today, you may be noticing that we're starting in the title screen. Here you can see the Let's Play world. And I have been adding some resource packs, some texture packs to the world, just testing out some stuff that I like. So if we come on down, I can show you what I got, because I figured some people might want to know. And you can probably notice that, like, purple background is another texture pack that I really like, because the nether one was cool, but it got boring after a few minutes of having it, to be completely honest with you. Alright, so the texture packs that we have are the custom hotbar hover, because in the new update, the nether update, there's like a weird like outlining around the text in your hotbar. So I made it so it was just as it was. You can change how it is. So I have it as legacy, so before they changed it like that. I have better leather armor, basically just removes all of the non-dyeable portions, which will come up in this episode. Better backgrounds, which is what you can see behind, in the like very back, the little purpleness. Better paintings, which is one of my all-time favorite texture packs of all time, because it just changes the paintings for the better. And that's basically all I got. But now that I show you what that is, we can get into the meat of the episode, which is we're going to build a bedroom today. So actually, not only that, today it's going to be a bit of a leisure episode, as I like to call it. This is going to be one of those episodes where we're kind of just having fun and not doing as much technical stuff like our creeper farm that we built in the last episode. So over the past few episodes, we've been slowly preparing for our little ender dragon fight. Over here in our little empty area, I have a nice zero-tick sugarcane farm, which is the sugarcane farm that I've come up with. Works very well. I wouldn't consider zero-tick cheating as long as we're only using it for fireworks, because if you don't know, sugarcane grows extremely slow, like grandma on a backwards moving like airport walkway. It's slow. I don't know why I need to have an analogy. But yeah, we have our sugarcane and we have a very steady source of fireworks going, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Before we start on any of the building, I gotta show you all the stuff I've done. So as you can see, I don't actually think I showed you this in the last episode because we never came down here, but I moved our Mending, Unbreaking 3, and Protection 4 villagers down into our main area of the base. And the cool thing that I figured out, that was already a feature, but I just randomly found out on my own, is the fact that if you have a villager, right, let's say they have a trade for 54 emeralds, and you turn it into a zombie and then cure it, the villager thinks that, you just cured it out of the kindness of your heart, and it'll turn every single trade into single emerald trades. I don't know how I never knew this. So if you come on in, instead of having to pay 54 emeralds for a book of protection, we're paying one emerald for a book of protection 4. Which is absolutely insane, which is how I got all of our lovely guest armor. And then right here, you may notice this is our old netherite armor, the stuff that we thought we lost. I renamed it to be Dragon Killer armor. So this is the armor that we're going to wear for our official Dragon Killer fight, and then we are going to put it in some relic room. I think that'd be kind of cool. And as you can see, I also kind of remodeled over here, gave some nice pantries, so we have lots of potatoes, we have some tools that I have, in here, we have my relics, so, the adventure compass, the world's first diamond, parrot remains from way back when we had a funeral for it, my retired tool documents, which I've been documenting my retired tools, as you can see. So all of the tools up here are also in this little ledger. We also have the first firework, my trailblazer map, my AirPods, and my journal, which is something that I've been working on in the past few episodes. My lovely little journal holds lots of things. So first, in the first 6 pages, we have my coordinates, and all the stuff that I think is useful to have jotted down. And then from 7 to 15, I thought it would be really cool if I made a little brewing tutorial book. So I put every single tutorial for every single potion inside of this lovely little journal. And it looks very cool, and I'm very proud of it. Alright, so now you know what I've been doing off camera, so now I'm going to hop into my creative test world, and we're going to show you what my bedroom looks like, so you can get a nice little, feeling for it before we actually start building. So, if you can imagine that right here is one of those little square pieces, there'd just be a window, and our bedroom in there. It is based with, like, warped wood wallpaper sort of thing, so you'd come up in the elevator right here. So this would be the drop chute right here to go to very down, and then this would be the elevator that comes up. So you come in here, we have a nice high roof with some cool wooded types. And here we have all of my different types of armor that I will eventually put in here. So for example, my Dragon Killer armor I will put in my room, my first Elytra, my Gucci, which is going to be made in this episode. I'll have a fireplace right here, which is where I'll put my dragon head, sorry. Nice shelf with all of their necessities. My bed, which is the most important part, and then a nice little desk here where I can put my journal and stuff. I really like the high roofs, and I really, really like the warped walls. So yeah, I think it's just about time to head on into our actual world, and we can actually start building this puppy. Alright, listen, man, I'm sorry that this video took, like, 5 minutes to get started, but it's gonna be so great. You guys are gonna love it. It's such a good video. Definitely worth the wait. Sorry that it took 5 minutes to get started, though. Enjoy it from here, though. Man, I'm really, really liking how our base is turning out. It's starting to get so much character, it's starting to get so much cool little detail in it, and I really, really freaking like it. So I am going to go and grab some butter. It's actually gold, but it's kind of fun to call it butter. So we're going to head on down to our beacon. I'm going to put this in. We're going to make it a haste beacon, and then we are going to figure out which one of these little squares that we want it to be in. So let me grab some dirt, and I will head on up, and I guess we'll do a little Animal Crossing time-lapse because the Lucas note, as you know, that's my funky music, the really good time-lapse music, that's a little too long for this, so I'm going to use some time-lapse music that's Animal Crossing. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Yeah, this time-lapse was a little rough. I kept on like falling down, and it was just annoying for me in the moment. It may not look the best, but I guess just enjoy the lovely Animal Crossing music. This sucked to dig out. I don't know what it was, but I just did not enjoy this. But we have it all dig out now, so I don't think we should waste any time. We should just start. I've been super excited to build my bedroom for quite a long time, and the time has finally come to prove that we are ready to build. I may sound a little out of breath. It's because we just took off the pool cover of our pool. We have to do it manually, you know, so it's a bit of a mini workout. So as you can see, I had to move it from that side to this side because I realized that I would clip into the little bubble elevator that we have that actually like takes us up to the top, the surface. But this, I think, is just as good of a spot. So I'm going to start off with a lovely little dark oak pattern on the floor, and then I will go in and struck it all. So I think I'm just going to do a little first-person time-lapse for that. So I will see you after I do that. Okay, the time-lapse didn't work. I got the floor in, I got the little, like, planning for it. You can kind of get a nice little idea of the size of it. And then right down here, we're going to have our bubble elevators and our very flaunty, wealthy emerald and diamond wall. It's going to be great. What I gotta do is the actually fairly satisfying task of, stripping all of these logs so that they look a little nicer. So I think I'm gonna do a quick little, very tiny, 2-second long time lapse of me doing that. So let's do it. Man, this design is so cool. It's such a cool little floor design. I would recommend it to anyone who ever liked it. I actually did kind of come up with this. I mean, I didn't come up with it. Probably somebody else has done it, but I haven't seen anyone else do it yet. So, I mean, it's a cool little design. So next we got to get our wallpaper in. I'm also a very, very big fan of this design. It's cool. It gives off kind of a craftsman vibe. You know, like, you know, people who are, like, making these super cool houses with incredible amounts of detail. I really, really, really like that. But yeah, I'm really, really, really a big fan of my room. It's so cool. the one that I've come up with in my creative world, and I'm super excited to translate that into survival. I'm super pumped. So now we just gotta fill this in with our warped planks. There we go. Starting to get a feel for the room, huh? Alright, so now we have to get our nice little top bit going. Let me pile up here. It basically just circles all the way around the top. It's a nice little area in between the roof and the wallpaper. I'm gonna put some barrels going up here. I think that might look nice. Just some extra storage. I probably honestly won't use it for anything, but it's always nice to have some storage going, just in case I want to put something up there. It could be a spot that I can just dump stuff. Could be a spot where I can put some special stuff. You never know. So now we've got that looking all nice. I think it's time to start on the roof, which might be a bit of a challenge. I'm gonna actually go hop into my creative test world, and we are going to figure out how I actually did that. Alrighty, so I built our fancy archway without recording, only because I thought it would be a little difficult to, I don't know, commentate over it, and I was correct. It was a little hard. It was a little hard, but we're good. A lot of angles, but you know, we're good. We got it all down. So I think it's finally time to start decorating. So I'm gonna go down, grab some nether brick, and we can start on our lovely, lovely looking fireplace. I think it will be a very, very nice addition to our world. Something that's kind of cool is with my editing software, I've slowly been figuring out more and more stuff that I can do with it, you know? So for example, I can like zoom in, and I can zoom out, and I could go in and out and in and out and in and out, and I can like spin around. I can probably turn the image upside down or something. I can add in a picture of a dog, you know? I can do all this crazy stuff. And it's really cool because I feel like it makes the videos a little bit better to have some fun little editing in there. This fireplace is kind of inspired off of Dallas Meds. He made one in his big old mansion, and it's fairly similar to one I'm going to build, so if you think it looks fairly similar, that is probably why, because it is. And I really am inspired by him and his stuff, so I don't feel like it's the worst thing in the world, but I'm going to use his design. Fireplaces are actually probably one of my favorite things to build. They're just super fun, and they always look really cool afterwards, so I don't know, man. They're the best. And jeez, we literally had the perfect amount of wood to make this, which is crazy. There we go. That's our lovely looking fireplace, and I believe next it's time to make our bed. And originally I was going to turn these into cyan beds, but I think a different shade of blue might be a good contrast. I actually might end up changing it to maybe a green, or a purple. But for now, we're just going to go with our lovely blue. There we go. We are looking very fancy here. We are also going to have a carpet. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to have a carpet over there. So now that we got our bed and our fireplace, what else should we do? We might as well make our desk. Alright, time for our lovely desk. So we're gonna get our lectern down there. That should be centered. We're gonna get our oak and some trapdoors. We're gonna put these guys going all the way around so that it looks a little bit more natural. And we can smack our journal right there. So that it kind of looks like we have a desk chilling here, and we can, you know, go through and do our editing or something. It looks like this is actually setting off a redstone. That is dumb. I don't know why they did that. That's probably a glitch. But hopefully it doesn't last for too long. I'm gonna cut back to once I have the room finished, and then we will build our bubble elevator. You know what? No, I'm just gonna cut back to once the room is finished, the bubble elevator's there, and then I'll work on the balcony, which is something I haven't talked about yet. Alright, so technically speaking, as of now, we should have our room completely done, except for a tiny bit up there that is showing some of the wallpaper, which I need to figure out on my own time. I don't really know how I'll fix that, because it is in like the main area where the stone is, but I don't know, I'll figure something out. But yeah, we're done. And as you can see by this new little bit of hallway, this is the way that we get there. Now, it isn't ideal. It's a little annoying that we have to, like, go on a weird spot and take a bubble elevator to get to my room. But honestly, at this point, it's basically the only place that we could have it. So you go on up this lovely bubble elevator, and you are greeted by a very large wall of wealth. This is, like, over a stack of diamonds right here. So that's cool. You walk in, you have the lovely, lovely, lovely looking room. I'm so freaking proud of this. It's looking super cool, looking super amazing. And we have our armor over here, our to be Gucci, our Dragon Killer set, our first Elytra, which those two we will get in a bit. We have some storage with some leftover junk, some cherries, some sunflowers. This is our Grand Master 4-post bed with some nice side tables. I'm using scaffolding for that. Big old rug. A nice area where I can sit down and do my studies and look at my journal, you know. Do stuff like that, like, oh, this is how you do, and stuff like that. We also have a lovely looking giant nether brick fireplace right there. We're eventually going to have our dragon head. And some random utilities, like for example, our ender chest, which I have filled up so that once we get our elytra, we can immediately enchant it with Unbreaking 3 and Mending. We can get it to this anvil, and we can fly around and get more stuff. So yeah, we are looking pretty good. And last but not least, we have the balcony, and that right there is the problem that I have. I might just make the stone one more out there, or I could do like some kind of roof. I don't know. But overall, we're looking really cool. Our base is slowly but surely starting to come together. So now that we have our lovely looking room done, I think it's time for a bit of terraforming. But before we can start that, we have to actually figure out where I am going to terraform. And I have two major spots that are fairly close to our base that I think would be a very nice spot to do a bit of work on. The first of which is a lovely little pond down by the base that I would really, really like to give some nice banks to, you know, some sand, so it's like our own personal little beach. It's this thing right down here. The plan is we're going to do a Good Times with Scar style terraforming thing where it goes all the way up and make a bit of a cliff. It's going to be like an arc almost, and then the grass comes up and like hangs over the side, and then down here we'll have a nice beach. So I think this is a good one to start off with. I'm going to go grab a bed. I'm going to go grab all of the stuff that we will ever need to make that, and then I will cut back and we can get the job done. Alright, so this is the little pond, like I said, that we're gonna do a nice little bit of terraforming on. Have some nice, very small little cliffs, and then probably a little path going around to it. And then down on this side, we'll have a nice little beach with some sun tanning places. I don't really know. And then we'll probably do a bit on this path. And that's basically it. That's all I want to do. And speaking of which, I should probably make a chest. So I will be right back. Alright, chest made, and I think it's time for us to do a bit of terraforming, something that I haven't done in a while on this world, and I'm very excited to, because terraforming is something that I actually really enjoy doing, and it's always kind of fun. By the way, sorry if the audio quality, kind of just stopped thinking for a sec there. Sorry if the audio quality is not great, because our air conditioner is finally working, so we're using it to its full extent out of happiness. So yeah. But my general goal is to keep the general shape of what it looked like when we started. So I don't want to change it too much, but I can add in a bit everywhere, you know, get some nice little cliffage going, give it a nice bit of shape to it, maybe improve. But overall, I'm really excited. Although I gotta come up with a name for the pond, so I'll have to brainstorm on that for a while. Terraforming in this game truly is a bit of an art. You gotta be patient with it. You gotta test everything out as it happens, and this actually is looking pretty interesting. I think I'm gonna add a bit of a little inn area, a bit of a cove sort of thing. I don't really know what you'd call it, but it should look hopefully pretty good. And then I will get in some andesite, get some nice detail in there, add some variation in the texture, as I like to say, and we will continue. I got the grass area, or at least the grass on the stone done, so that's looking pretty good. I'm a fan. I think it's gonna look better once we actually, you know, like get more of these terraforming builds in here, because on its own it does look a little odd, I must say, but that's okay. That's okay. So this is looking pretty good. I just gotta merge it into this side like I did on that side, and then we'll have a nice little path coming in, so I'll probably get some of this guy coming on down. I also need to replace this with oak. I just generally need to make this area look a little bit better. My plan is to just clean all of this out and have it all just flat. But that should be pretty nice, and then I'll probably put some, like, I don't know, houses over there or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna hop down, grab some pathways, some slabs. I'll get that going nice, and then once I fill in all of that grass, get everything looking nice, I will cut back to once I have that. Okay, as you can probably see, I have the little pond area. Nice. It's looking very good. I do not have a name for it yet. I think it's gonna be something beach. Like maybe we have a little theme for it. We could maybe, I don't know. This is just gonna be some type of beach. I could name it Panda Beach because there was a panda here earlier on, and then I left the game and I came back and he wasn't there anymore. But this place is looking really good. Mixed in some andesite. I really like it. Up there, we still have to edit that. I think I might just do some cliffs up there off camera, and then you'll see in the next episode or something. But I did put some signs here because I finally have a pathway connecting to our base. So this direction is Farm Road. This is the road that connects to our Creeper Farm and the Pigman Farm and the future Raid Farm and the Emerald Farm. So all 4 of the farms are down that road, and then Peony City is that way, and so is my base, but I didn't really need to put that on there. But yeah, this place is looking really nice, so I figured it's just kind of time to decorate now. I do have some kind of good designs, I think, so I'm just going to put down some lovely little sunbathing areas because, you know, everyone's got to sunbathe. That's what people do. I like to add grass in little clumps, so the long grass is always good to have in clumps like this. So you don't want to have it like randomly dotted around. It's better to have like a few in one spot, you know? I think that looks kind of nice. Whee! I freaking love doing that. I mean, it doesn't kill them, which is the only downside, but it's pretty fun to knock them off of structures like that. And yeah, this place is looking complete. So yeah, this here is Panda Pond. Let me add a little sign right here. Panda Beach is what I meant. I might add a little sign that says no lifeguard on duty. I think that'd be a nice little bit of detail for literally no reason. There we go. No lifeguard on duty, Panda Beach. Looking very nice. I really like this. If we ever feel stressed and we ever feel like we need a break from the modern world, we'll just come on down here. We will sit on the beach and enjoy the nice Minecraft non-existent waves. I'm going to hide a few torches in here just because I don't have any other means of hiding light right now. But it should look pretty good. I'm proud of this. I think it's a cool little, tiny little build. Nothing too special. But, you know, you can say that about everything. You just gotta appreciate the little things, and I am very proud of it. I think I am actually going to end off the episode in my bedroom with me going to bed to the lovely night of our world. Let me head up the staircase. And again, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, we will be killing the dragon fairly freaking quickly, hopefully. It shouldn't be too much of an ordeal. So yeah, I'd like to thank you all so much for getting to this point in the video and getting to this point in the series, because we are on episode 24, my favorite number, and I really appreciate you for being here. So yeah, in the next episode we kill the dragon, so stay tuned. It's been a pleasure, but I guess it's time to say goodbye. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Later, skaters. Hey guys, it's Future Tag here. I just finished editing the video, and I figured I might as well show you my lovely cliff that I made. I'm very proud of it. I posted it on Reddit, and it got like 1.8 thousand upvotes, so apparently it's a good cliff. Here it is. I'm really happy with it. I made it so the stone goes over the little staircase that we have going up to our area, and overall I feel like this area looks just 10 times more finished. It's got nice vegetation on it, mixed in some andesite, added some bamboo, all the good stuff. And then down here, we have a nice little pond, the one that I showed you. I already built this, but I added some fish, some vegetation, and all the nice stuff. So overall, we're feeling pretty good for our dragon fight. Again, guys, we're killing the dragon in the next episode. So be there or be square. Alright, bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.